Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I'm going to be showing you how I painted a pair of my old Adidas shoes, sneakers. So if you want to see how I did that, then just keep on watching. To start off, I used this old pair of shoes. They were super dirty because I had just gardened with them the day before and it was muddy and I didn't think I would ever really want to wear these. And then the next day I was like, ooh, that would be a good idea. So now I have to clean them and that's what you guys are watching. So I first started out with taking the shoelaces out and then soaking them in some laundry detergent and water, and then I am just scrubbing my shoes with super soapy water, and as you can tell it's getting really nasty. There's a buttload of mud, and now I have rinsed them off for the first time and I'm going to go back in and scrub them again with new soapy clean water. There was tons of mud stuck on this one still, and this is my third scrub on the shoes, and I'm making sure to scrub every inch of them. I also took the insoles out, so that's why you can see yellow. I didn't want them getting wet, and I just felt like that would take longer to dry, and now I'm scrubbing them with just some normal shoe cleaner that I got from a shoe store. Everything that I use I will try and link down below, so if you're interested in any of the paints, micas, glitter, shoe cleaner, soap, saran wrap, whatever, you can find it in the description box. So yeah, I'm still just cleaning, and now I am using some 10 developer around the plastic parts or rubber, whatever it is, and this will help get rid of any yellowing in your shoes. You use 10 developer, put some saran wrap on it, and then let it sit in the sun for 10 minutes to an hour. I only did 10 minutes because they weren't that yellow. I just wanted to get them a little bit whiter, so I did this to both shoes and then just let them sit out in the sun. And this is them after they are all clean and fresh. And then this is the glitter that I'm going to be using. I mixed it myself from a couple different glitters, so I will try and remember those for the links. So basically what I'm going to be doing is putting the glitter on this part of the shoe on all of them, so all of the black stripes, and then on that part I'm going to be painting it a light gray so that it looks more clean and doesn't look as brown. So first I'm starting out by just painting over these black stripes with some black paint. This is going to make it look more, not vibrant because black isn't vibrant, but it's going to make it look more clean because some of the stripes had I don't really know how to explain it, but some of the leather was getting worn away, so it wasn't as black and colorful as it was before. So I just touched those up on all parts, all sides on both of the shoes, and now I'm going in with some light gray on this fabric part. And I also used textile medium, which will help the acrylic paint. If you don't have fabric paint, it'll help the acrylic paint become less hard whenever it dries, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's good if you're going to be using stuff on fabric, and it does make it washable, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm just going around all the edges. This was super fun. So basically I just went around the edges that were actually like next to the leather to make sure I got a clean line, and that would also make it easier for filling it in, which I'm going to do here in a second. And I didn't really go that far into the shoe on like the insides because you're not going to see it whenever I'm wearing them. So yeah, I just went down far enough to where it wouldn't be noticeable that they were actually disgusting. And these shoes are pretty old. I've had them for a couple years, so the fabric on the back is kind of nasty. And then this is what I used to hold the glitter on. We didn't really know. My mom had just got it and hadn't even used it yet, so I didn't know if I should water it down. She said I should. I didn't think so. So that's why I just did one at first, one stripe, instead of doing them all at once, because this was like my tester to see, you know, how this product worked. So I just brushed a medium layer on there and then sprinkled glitter on with the back of my paintbrush, and then I tapped it down so that all the glitter would get stuck in the glue, and then I turned that shoe over and just smacked it a couple times really hard so the excess glitter would fall off. And here I'm just finishing up the other two stripes on this side of the shoe, and basically repeating the process. I did do this on both sides of both of my shoes, just off camera, so it wouldn't be boring and super long. Yeah, so you can see I'm taking my finger and just kind of scraping the sides of the lines, and this will help any glitter that is falling off or like hanging off the edges, since these lines are raised. And then I shook the glitter back into its little container to help keep my work surface clean and try and save as much glitter as possible. And now I'm just outlining the lines because I wanted all of the black to have glitter on it, just to be kind of cohesive and, you know, yeah. So I'm outlining the lines with that same tack-it glue, with a super thin paintbrush, and then I will go in and fill in all the rest of the black, and basically just repeat the same process that you just saw on the stripes, basically. So now I'm just sprinkling that glitter on with my fingers, and then I kind of pat it in. I roll it up onto the edge so that it's not getting all over that paint, because the paint was still a little tacky, so I was being careful of that. And then I just shook it off, and I dust away extra glitter, and that's how that part looked. And now I am going over with a Mod Podge. It's the 3D Mod Podge, and it's in a little squeeze bottle, and I'm doing this to kind of encapsulate all of the glitter, and it will also make it smoother, so that the glitter isn't as rough on the surface, and it makes it super glossy and thick. I don't know, I just thought it would look good, so that's what I did. I did it on all parts that had glitter, so including the back, as you can see here. And now I'm just going in with some rubbing alcohol, because the glitter that I used had mica powders in it, and that mica powder will stick to basically anything. So I'm just going in all the white spaces, spraying it with alcohol, and trying to rub that mica powder off, because it will leave kind of a sheen on there, which I didn't want, so I'm cleaning it off. This will also get any like extra glitter off, that like actual glitter, not just mica powders. Like if you have stuff that spilled over, whatever, the cloth will, you know, scrub it off for you. Now I'm just sketching in the butterflies where I wanted them, and you can also take this pencil off with rubbing alcohol or a Clorox wipe, whatever, if you're using leather shoes like this. If you're using fabric shoes, wow. If you're using fabric shoes, then you should be able to use an eraser because they're all made out of canvas, and that's what you paint on. Well, they're basically made out of canvas. Like Vans, that's canvas. So here I am just mixing some of the white and micas together so that they have like different tints to them, but it didn't really change the color that much because I didn't use that much, so it didn't really matter. And I also mixed the black and white with a medium to slow down the drying time. Since these are acrylics, they will dry pretty fast, but I wanted to blend like I am here, so you can mix in that I'm not sure what it's called, but it will be linked down below. So it basically just slows down the drying time so you have more time to work with the product. So I halfway finished the butterfly that you guys just saw, and now it's drying so that I can do line work on it, and I just moved on to another butterfly so I could get work done while I'm waiting for it to dry. I did do shading like this on all of them. All of the shading wasn't exactly the same. I kind of moved it around in different places to see how I would like it, because I hadn't really painted butterflies before, so I was kind of just experimenting with how these looked and different line works. I had a picture that I was going off of, but I wasn't trying to replicate exactly. Also, if you're sketching, you need a soft pencil for this, because my lead pencils were not showing up at all. I had to use like an actual sketching pencil. So yeah, just keep that in mind, because it was very hard for me to see the lines that I drew until I painted something over them, and then I could see the paint. Here I'm just adding black detailing and line work, once again going off of that picture that I was, looking at to see like the lines on a butterfly and its wings, and I just kind of tried to replicate it, but I also try to make it my own, because they're my shoes, so I'm gonna do whatever I want. I put a whole bunch of butterflies on my shoes and in different positions and different places. So once this guy is done, I will show you pictures of the rest so that you don't have to watch the whole process over and over again. Yeah. And I added extra gray and white dots onto the wings so that it didn't look as dark, and it had more white space to it, because these black lines were getting a little chunky for my liking. So these are a couple pictures of the butterflies, and then I'm just going over with Mod Podge again, but this is a sealant just to help protect them. And I would not place your butterflies on that crease line, because that is the only one that got messed up, because my shoes are creased and they like to bend, and if your shoes are made out of leather, then it will crack in that place. The acrylic paint will, it's not very noticeable, but it will start to chip off if your shoes are creased. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you're going to do this, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next Monday.